Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Tea&Art. I hope you all are well. So let's start today's video. So today I will be trying Jdiction Deep Resin, and this is how it comes. It comes in a kit and you get a mixing spatula and then this set of gloves and then this big spatula. So let's start. So I will be making a table. So I have my mold here and I'm going to mix the resin. So it is a very low viscosity resin. So if you're making crystals or tables or any bigger projects, this is perfect for making that sort of projects. So, but if you are looking for creating a texture or a flower bloom, this resin is not suitable for that. So I've mixed my resin here. So it is 2:1 ratio. And for my first layer, it is going to be a thin layer, just a layer that is going to be spread all around the mold. And it is done now, and now I will be arranging the flowers. So this is going to be a very cute floral table, you can say a sort of a shabby chic also. So instead of just putting the flower randomly, I'm going to go with the theme and I'm going to follow the style all around. So it is going to be a clockwise sort of table here. So this is the first one, and then later on I will be adding more flower according to my color scheme. So my first set of flowers are done. These actually I dried myself. I kept on buying different flowers but that I found very different, a little bit unique, and I just dried them. So I will put the video up here so you can see how I dry my flowers. It's basically the silica powder that you use for drying your flowers. And another thing is that you can put in between the books. Some you can air dry. So this is the way you can do that. And now it's time to put the baby breath. So I'm going to arrange them now. So here we go. These are the one. So you can arrange the flower as you like. I'm just going with the theme that I have in my mind. And after arranging them, these are very beautiful, cute, tiny roses. And now I'm going to arrange them. So I will be arranging them according to how I want them to be. So I'm going to split them. So it took me some time to dry all of these flowers because I was following a theme here. So collecting those flowers and drying them, it was a time consuming thing. So here what I was doing is I was checking the best side for my flower to show itself. So these are the things that you need to be very careful if you're going with a very precise style of table. So the rose flowers are done now. Now on to the bunny tails, and this is such a lovely. So actually, I bought these one. These were because I was looking for pink specific color, and I really didn't know how to dye them. So that these actually I bought. So again, as I'm arranging all of these, I will be arranging them also. So I'm taking care of the heights also in between. So after putting the bunny tails, this is the straw flower. It is one of my favorite flower because it keeps its shape so lovely and the colors are perfect and amazing. So I'm going to set them here and there so they are not going to be too much. So thus you can say that I'm going to use them as fillers. So here I was just filling up the table. Now if I find any empty spaces, I'm using the same flowers just to fill that up, the empty spaces, the negative spaces. After doing that, now it's the favorite part. I'm going to add some gold foil because it is going to be so perfect for this. So the reason why I'm doing the first layer with a little resin is that at the moment I'm just letting my flower to hold their shape position, because if you pour the resin once at the time, it's going to float upwards. So this is a tip for the new beginners. I know the resin artists already know that, but for the beginners, you need to do a first layer here. So in this way, your flower don't floats and you get a perfect 100% result. So after putting the gold foil, I'm just showing you some close-ups. This is how it's looking like. I was actually so loving this flower setting here. And then I will leave this layer to cure now. So I will see you next day. So this is the next day and I just missed the video here. What I did was I just mixed some resin and I added a little bit of white pigment paste to create that milky effect, and then I poured it. And now on the same day when I have poured the white resin, and now I mix some more resin and I'm just pouring some more resin onto this one. And again, I added a little bit of white. So this is the milky color you want to have. It is really not very opaque, but it is a transparent, milky sort of white color. So I mixed a little bit of more white. If you can see that it is more white than the base color. I just wanted to mix and create a little bit of wavy effect. That's it. So this is currently how it is looking like. And then I will leave this layer to cure and I will see you next day. So this is the fourth day and now I'm going to do another layer. So again, I have mixed my milky resin here, adding a little bit of white pigment paste. And I just showed you that it is the fourth day. And now I'm going to pour this. So this is actually going to be the final layer. And the final layer should be a bit more darker than the base layer. So I added a little bit more white pigment into the resin. And now I will leave this to cure and I will see you next day. So this is the next day. It is the demolding day and I'm super excited to see how this turns out. I'm going to demold the table now, fingers crossed. And the moment of truth, oh my god, I so love this. It turned out to be so pretty. This is my first official table that turned out to be really pretty. I'm so happy with this. Just love how everything arranged itself as I place them. So now on to the next step, and the next step is that I did the sanding on the bottom. So now for the top, I'm going to do that again. For my top, I don't want a very hard sanding. Just for the final layer, I'm going to do a little bit of sanding. So when I pour the final layer, it gets very smooth. So this is basically what I'm doing here. So you can see that I didn't use a very lot of resin for making this table. So I'm really loving that also. And after doing that, I will clean this with isopropyl alcohol so that I get no residue of anything for my final pour. Make sure that if you have any sort of oily surface or any sort of, it's going to affect, so that be careful of that also. So it is done now, and I'm just cleaning it. As I explained that I use the isopropyl alcohol, so I'm making sure that it is clean for pouring the final layer. And I mix my resin again, and I'm going to do the final layer. Adding the resin, and with the help of heat gun, I'm just spreading the resin so I get equal everywhere. Just make sure that your area is level. That is the most important thing. So this is, the resin is poured here and the layer is done. Now I will leave this to cure, and then I will show you the final results. So I think I have said so many times, but I really love this table, how it turned out. So I will leave this to cure, and then I will add the base layer, and I will show you the proper look of the table in the form of pictures. So let's see. So this is how the table turned out, and I put it on a black base, and I think it is looking amazing. So that's it for today. I will put everything in my description, all the links. So do let me know what you think about this table, and thank you so much. Like, subscribe and share. Thumbs up if you like the video, and if you haven't subscribed, please consider do so, and take good care of yourself. Bye bye.